If you really want to build your legs, you'll need to do more than just the big lifts. These machine isolation exercises complement your compound movements and target your lagging areas. Here's how to get the most from them.
Nice and upright, toes are kind of in line and pointing forwards with your knees and your hips. Up to the top, big contraction there, big squeeze at the top. Again, keeping those hips in that flex position. Big stretch at the bottom, and then repeat. So the whole time I'm keeping myself upright in that bench with my hips flexed at the same angle. I've not got any cheating here. I'm just focused on getting that good contraction right at the top and that deep stretch, that deep range of motion at the bottom. What you want to be doing is making sure, for a start, that the pad is set to the right height. We then want to be making sure that our big toe is in contact with that foot plate. Now, as we unrack that weight, and obviously design of your machine might differ, as we unrack that weight, we're leaning forwards and putting weight on that big toe, okay? So really leaning forwards into it, start with that deep stretch at the bottom, press our big toe down, and then big squeeze at the top of our calves. So stretch, big toe down, driving our big toe down into that plate, and a big squeeze at the top. As we do start to fatigue like that, then we can start to lean back slightly, almost like a kind of a mechanical drop set kind of thing, to edge out an extra few reps at the end. All I'm going to do is just very slightly lean forwards and just focus on really contracting my glutes before the movement, almost to initiate that movement, really big squeeze, and then come back. If you feel them a little bit more by being more upright, go for it. But most will get a slightly better contraction just by forward leaning. You're going to be having your hips in a flex position. Now, by having your hips in a flex position, because your hamstrings cross both your hip and your knee, we're going to be lengthening that hamstring a little bit more in this versus, say, a lying or prone hamstring curvation where our hips are more extended. So we're going to lock ourselves in place here. Get as locked in as you possibly can. Hips stay flexed. I sometimes like to really kind of lock in here if you're lifting heavy weights. As long as you're getting that, or as long as you're maintaining that hip flex position, it's absolutely fine, okay? So from there, all we're going to be doing is driving our heels down towards our butt, squeeze hard there, and then getting as much length as we can all the way to the top. So that's where you'll probably feel a lot more kind of tension in your hamstrings in that top position because we're really stretching them at the top. But that doesn't mean we don't focus on that squeeze at the bottom as well.
If you enjoyed this information, hit that like button to let us know. Plus, if you never want to miss another T-Nation video again, hit subscribe and that little notification bell right next to it.